I'm Mark Lamar, and this is Never Mind the Buzzcocks, the pop quiz that says, if I were a carpenter and you were a lady, I'd double the estimate and bugger off with the work half done. Our team captains are two comedians who, between them, have all the musical talents of Lennon and McCartney. Sadly, Julian Lennon and Linda McCartney. It's Phil Jupiter and Sean Hughes. Phil's first guest is Adam Ant.
I'm the dandy highway in New York, too scared to mention. I spend my cash on looking fresh and grabbing your attention. The devil take us.
He's had 10 top 10 hits, he's a film and television actor, and in the 80s, Adam's pirate image earned him an absolute fortune. Sadly, he can't remember where he buried it. Phil's second guest is Crispin. His band, The Long Pigs, takes its name from the cannibal term for human meat, which apparently tastes like pork. Phil Jupiter is known to cannibals as Long Banquet. Adam and Crispin, it's Phil's team. Sean's first guest is Jo Whiley. She's a disc jockey who hosts Radio 1's Evening Session and has something Chris Evans can never have, a show that goes out from Monday to Thursday, and Friends. Sean's second guest is one of the stars of The Fast Show and also played Sergeant Dunn in Soldier Soldier. So he's been in a room with Robson and Jerome with a gun and for some reason didn't use it. It's John Thomson, John and Joe, Sean's team. We open the show with Freeze Frame. We play each team a clip from a video, then press the pause button just as something interesting is about to happen. And we'd like to know what. 2 points if you're right on the button and 1 if you're close. Sean, Joe and John, it's the hardest band ever to come out of Chiddingfold, Surrey for you. It's the Stranglers. So that was the Stranglers' 1984 hit No Mercy, and possibly the only video ever to feature a cotton bud. But what happened after that?
It wasn't the video for No More Ear Rolls anymore then.
Oh. Why can't you use a biro like the rest of us? That's what I want to know. Got ideas of every station, that Hugh boy. But I'm not going to slag off the Stranglers because they do live in London, and I don't want 3 fat blokes and a karate expert coming into a pub going, Mr. Funny Man! So I think that was the best song ever.
I think there's loads of little tiny people in there. I'm sure they're all dressed in red, I seem to remember. It's a bit like Fantastic Voyage or the Numbskulls. Do you remember that? Numbskulls, the Beano or Dandy or something.
Ruby Wax pops out.
Well, let's see what did happen.
Every day you work them like a slave. Sweat the buckets, hoping that you get it right. Will it be you?
Yes, Hugh Cornwell's auricular cleansing produced, instead of the expected dollop of earwax, a miniature version of Hugh Cornwell himself, so I'm afraid no points there.
Now there's a surprise.
No. What happened after that was that a giant finger rolled you up into a ball and flicked him across the room. Good Adam and Crispin, it's that white funkster Robbie Neville for you.
Didn't I try when all hope was gone? Didn't I cry? Didn't I want? I no cried no more. Didn't I wait? All concerned.
That was the grammatically suspect What's It To You, sung by Robbie Neville, but what follows that particular clip?
That poodle on Robbie's head jumps down and mauls.
Does Rolf Harris come in and go, what's the matter with this little fella then? Cat plays a solo. Cat just starts ripping it apart. Goes mental. They do.
The cat leads.
I've got a cat. He's brilliant. All that. Yeah. He plays air guitar with his little paws.
Well, I think the cat, it's Robbie Devil. Cat turns into the devil and Robbie Neville becomes Trent Reznor at Nine Inch Nails.
In the next, he's wearing a lovely black and white fur hat in the next scene of the video. And it's just a little touch.
Let's see what actually did happen.
I can't resist. Now you're wondering who she is.
So Robbie's cat dies on its back, then recovers enough to do a Groucho Marx impression. And I think you were very close to getting that as well. No points, I'm afraid. Tragically, the rock and roll lifestyle went to the cat's head and it was later found choked on its own furball. At the end of that round, it's no points to either team. It's time now for our intros round. Each captain, along with one of his guests, performs the opening to famous songs using sounds but no words, while the other team member tries to work out what the songs are. Phil and Adam, it's your task to be musical in the direction of Crispin, and there's your 4. 1 point for each one you get right.
Okay, first one. Ready?
No.
1, 2, 3.
Boom. Boom. Bow, bow.
Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel. Sledgehammer. That was wonderful.
A fine rendition too.
I've almost heard him, man. Brilliant.
Adam's excited too.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I know it. I know it, but I can't remember it.
No,
I know it. No, I can't get that one.
No?
Demis Roussos and...
Is it an Adam and the Ants
Bronski
song?
beat?
No.
Wish it was.
My favourite part of that was when Adam was trying to look round Phil, but wasn't sure which way was the nearest. Let's hear that how it was supposed to sound.
Oh no.
I know it. Oh, it's Oasis. It is. It's Oasis. It's Roll With It.
No, it isn't, you little toy.
It virtually is cigarettes and alcohol or
It's
something like
T-Rex, you indie kid.
that. Oh. Michael Jackson? No. Really? Don't know.
I'm going to pass it over.
Well, I have.
Papa Don't Preach, Madonna.
It was Papa Don't Preach, Madonna. And let's hear that one how it was supposed to sound as well. One of the finest impressions of Madonna I've ever seen, though, Phil.
It's good, isn't it? 2 months ago, it's her. Bang on.
Did you have triplets then? I'm sorry, you carry on.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bling, bling,
David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust.
Yes, it is. David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust. Right.
Beautifully done.
So the songs there were Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel, who left Genesis in 1975, enabling the drummer, one Phil Collins, to take over lead vocals and become one of the biggest rock stars of recent times. So thanks, Peter. Get It On by T-Rex. Papa Don't Preach, my Madonna. One of her co-stars in Evita was Jimmy Nail. Well, it wouldn't be a Madonna fail when Edgy saw at least one twat in it. I think I've worked out what you want. And Ziggy Stardust by David Bowie. Bowie's most controversial album cover, Diamond Dog, showed him as a large dog reclining on the floor. Asked why, Bowie said it's because he wasn't allowed on the couch. John and Joe, here are your 4 songs, and John's got to work out what game you're playing.
I'm allowed to look at them as well, Joe.
I want to play on my own. Obviously, being a Radio 1 DJ, I have known nothing about music whatsoever. Not when it comes to playing it. I know, well, I know you. But I know more than Sean, so that's okay. Dum dum de dum dum, dum de dum 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 de dum dum,
I've got it. You know what it is, John? That was Papa's Got a Brand New Pig Bag by Pig Bag.
It was, right on. And Joe, you did deliver that very much as an auntie would. Dum-dum-de-dum-dum.
Yeah,
This is my easy listening, you know, easy listening, very good at this.
You should know this, Joe, because you don't let them be played on Radio 1, this band. But anyway, there you go.
Good chance of status quo then, folks.
Yeah, naming the song is not that easy.
That's not it, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
It's the only one I know, though, so off you go. Woo la 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 woo la la la. All join in. Then we'll have some bingo.
Do you know what it is, John? No, do you have a clue?
Is it, roll over, lay down, do it again?
It is roll over, lay down.
Bum diddy bum diddy bum diddy bum diddy
Same one.
bum diddy You can do easy listening again.
John, no human has ever looked that vacant before.
Bum diddy, bum diddy.
I'm going to pass it over.
Waterloo Sunset by the Kings.
It was Waterloo Sunset by the Kings, of course it was.
Very good.
Right.
It's really mighty. Go on.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ching!
It's Beatles.
Oh! Have you heard of that?
We played
It's
them
been a
lot.
hard day's night.
It is a hard day's night, well on.
Funny.
And it was the one called.
I think that one deserves to be heard as played by the Beatles.
It's been a hard day's night, and I've been like a dog.
The songs were Papa's Got a Brand New Pig Bag. Strange, I thought that kind of operation had been banned. Roll Over, Lay Down by Status Quo. Waterloo Sunset by the Kinks. And finally, A Hard Day's Night by the Beatles. And there's a theory that Paul McCartney's knighthood may have been delayed for 10 years by the cannabis possession thing. After a spliff, the Queen can never remember which one he is, sadly. And in that round, Sean's team have 3 points and Phil's team have 4. The next round is about indecipherable lyrics, so if you thought Robert Palmer saying, "Gonna have to face it, you're a dickhead to love," hang around. We play a well-known song in which the words are hard to make out and ask the teams to provide us with the real lyrics. 2 points if your word perfect, and 1 point if there's so much as a comma out of place. Phil's team, it's America's answer to Renee and Renata. For you, it's Meatloaf and Cher. That was Meatloaf and Cher's 1981 duet Dead Ringer for Love, but what words were the lovelorn twosome trying to sing?
You kept going on about each other's pandas. You got a panda and something this, that. You've got a panda and it's bigger than mine. You've got a panda. It wears slightly less eye makeup than you, sweetheart. It's a panda arguing song, I think.
What's the likelihood of two people meeting in a bar, they both got a pet panda?
Yeah.
She's going on about, have you got a pound of flesh you could spare for these?
A pound of flesh?
A pound of flesh you could spare for these, and stuff like, you've got a lot of nerve to come over me, and things like that. It's all there in the lyrics.
It's fair enough.
I don't want to listen to your wobbly retort and stuff like that.
As if a woman has ever said to a man, "You've got a lot of nerve to come over me." Surely she would have stated her position well before that.
Come on, Adam. You got the kind of lips that unblock the sink.
He's got a point.
They keep going on in that song about you've got the kind of legs, you've got the kind of eyes, you've got the kind of lips. He's moaning about her physical attributes, and of course she's crushed by this, straight off down the plastic surgeon. I mean, she's in out there like anyone else would be in and out a quick fit. I mean, she's in there. Can you jack these buggers up for me, please?
I'm going to have to ask you to sing some lyrics along with the music.
Okay, we'll have a go. All right, come on. You got a panda, da-da-da-da-da-da. You got a panda with a great big moustache. You got a panda that I want to see.
Here he goes. You've got a lot of nerve to come over me.
All right, you got a panda and it's covered in style.
You've eaten all the pies and left none for me.
We're not sure, Mark.
I don't think I can give you any points.
They mumble them all, don't they? Really?
Yeah, that's the point of this round. The actual words were, Meatloaf says, you got the kind of legs that do more than walk, and Cher retorts, I don't have to listen to your whimpering talk. Unabashed, Meat goes on, and he says, you got the kind of eyes that do more than see, but Cher rebuffs him. She says, you've got a lot of nerve to come onto me. Meat nevertheless persists, and he says, you got the kind of lips that do more than drink, to which Cher very wittily replies, you got the kind of mind that does less than think. Meatloaf once appeared naked in a production of Hair. The audience were the first people to see his genitals for over 5 years, including himself. After that video, Cher allegedly had 2 ribs removed to improve her figure. Meatloaf said, great, spare ribs. Over to Sean's team. Your deep and meaningful lyrics come from the Manic Street Preachers. That was the Manic Street Preachers' recent single, Kevin Carter. So apart from the title, what were they singing?
Is it in Welsh? Is it that village just outside Holyhead, and he's just naming that village?
There you go, we've just lost a nation of viewers in one sentence.
It's a lovely place, it's just very hard to pronounce.
But Wales?
Well, I've got a theory that it might be about, from what I got.
I'll give you a clue. No one says you've got a lot of nerve to come over me in this song.
There goes that theory, eh?
God.
I got half term mad gazing, then sort of copulate surprise.
Now when you get a box of roses for Christmas, it could be the copulate surprise.
Right. That's the one everyone leaves. Bought your socks by Platform 7.
There's always a sock shop, isn't there? Always a sock shop.
Sock shops are on station, so that's
Was
fair
that
enough.
after the copulate surprise?
After that,
They need a new pair of socks.
wasted your life in by a campfire.
Did you hear a
Indoor
different
fire.
song from us, John?
No.
Well, let's hear you sing that along with the Manic.
Copulate surprise. Socks, Platform 7. In case you didn't hear.
Wasted
Click,
Life in by a
campfire.
Much as it breaks my heart, I can't give you a single point.
Not even for Kevin Carter.
No, do you know who Kevin Carter was?
Yeah, he
Photographer.
he
committed suicide.
Yeah, Kevin Carter was a Vietnam photographer who killed himself when he got his pictures back, and they were so sad that it put him in such a state. So hopefully Peter Andre sat at home listening to his records at the moment. So I'm going to give you another go.
Can I try and get some of it right? It's High Time magazine, High Pulitzer Prize. And I thought it was something about tribal scars in Technicolor, but I think I might have got the wrong verse or something.
No, but you have got some of it right. The real lyrics were High, as in hello, Time magazine, High Pulitzer Prize, vulture stalked, white-piped, lie forever. Wasted your life in black and white. But I'm going to give you 1 point for that, Joe, for just being sensible.
Thank you so much.
During a press interview, the Manics guitarist Richie Edwards cut the words "for real" into his arm with a razor blade. It was just below the words milk, mother's pride, toilet duck, and of course plasters. At the end of that round, both teams have 4 points. It's time for our identity parade as we discover whether the ravages of time have rendered pop stars of the past unrecognisable by asking our teams to pick them out of a lineup. Sean's team, your job is to identify 2 members of the boy band that came and also went in 1983, Kajagoogoo. For the audience alone, here are the Kajas performing, yes, you've guessed it, Too Shy. And we're looking for drummer Jess Strode and keyboard wizard Stuart Neal.
You're too shy, shy.
So 5 faces to choose from, but only 2 of them were on every 13-year-old girl's wall for 6 whole weeks. For 2 points, which ones are Jess Strode and Stuart Neal? Is it number 1, Cheekbone Charlie? Number 2, simply oozing star quality? Number 3, who's wisely decided to lose the hair? Number 4, the betting shop manager? Or number 5, who's too shy? Too shy. Which one do you think?
See, I probably was 13 at that time, and I probably did have that picture on my wall, so...
It is number 3, because he was around my house selling me carpets the other day.
That means it could be number 3, doesn't it?
I think number 5's out because he's Lurch's son from the Adams family. I'm sorry.
And it can't be number 1 either, because I remember Kaji had really stupid hair, and you're not going to do it for the second time when you're alive. I think we're going to go for 1 and 4.
Yeah, 1 and 4. Let's see. Would the real Jess Strode and Stuart Neal please make themselves known? Wow, it is 1 and 4. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, Jess and Stuart. It all comes flooding back like the copulation surprise. Phil's team, it's the Beatles for you, and we want you to identify John Lennon and Paul McCartney. And to help the audience, the teams obviously aren't allowed to see this. Here they are singing She Loves You.
Now she says she knows you're not for her and I. She says she loves you, and I know that can't be bad. She loves you, and I know you should be glad.
We can't get away with it any longer. 2 of these men make a living being Paul McCartney and John Lennon in a tribute band called the Bandit Beatles, but which ones are they? Are they number 1, As Scouse As You Like? Number 2, Ringo Surely? Number 3, The Maharish's Minder? Number 4, Big Issue? Or number 5, Peter Stringfellow's Hair Double? Which one do you think it is?
I'll tell you 1 and 4. One's got that kind of Paul McCartney, I haven't eaten a steak in 10 years look on his face.
I don't know why, but I suddenly feel like buying insurance. I've just got this feeling coming over me.
Number 2's John Lennon, and number 1's Paul McCartney.
You reckon?
Yeah, you can see it in their eyes.
I think it's 2 and 4.
Well, it could be 4, actually, no.
2 and 4, I think number 4
I
is Paul
reckon
2 and
McCartney.
4. Phil, we'll have to look to you for a definitive answer.
I, as the leader of Adam and the Tanks tonight, I select 2 and 4.
2 and 4. Well, let's see. Would the real pretend John and Paul please step forward? Oh, we were close. Only 1 point there. Let's show the Bandit Beatles in action.
You think you've lost your love, that's all yesterday. It's you she's thinking of, and she told me what to say. She says she loves you, and you know that can't be bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Lennon, Ian Waters, and Paul McCartney, Colin Smith. So at the end of that round, the points are Phil's team have 5 points, but Sean's team are just in the lead with 6. So as the audience are built up into a frenzy of excitement, we come to our climactic next lines round. I read out a line from a song, and the teams tell me what line follows. 1 point for each one that they get right. The winning team goes first, which means Sean's team, your 90 seconds starts now. You're too shy.
Push your shy to I.
Yep, too shy, catch a goo-goo. When I look back upon my life, it's always with a sense of shame.
Sorry about that, Mark.
Is that Lamal's first song? Pass.
I've always been the one to blame.
I've always been the one to blame. It's a sin, Pet Shop Boys. Dale.
Daylight
Come when I wanna go home.
Yeah, you were supposed to sing it, but don't bother. Banana Boat song, Harry Belafonte. Are you ready, Steve? Andy? Mick?
Uh-huh.
Pass.
All right, fellas, let's go. Ballroom Bits by the Sweet.
Staying alive.
Yep, the Bee Gees. I guess what you say is true. I could never be the right kind of girl for you.
Staying alive.
Pass.
I Can Never Be Your Woman by Whitetown. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you.
Tomorrow I'll miss you.
Yep, the Beatles. High Time magazine, high Pulitzer Prize.
4, 7 socks or us.
It's Vulture Stalked, White Piped Lie Forever from the song Kevin Carter by the Manic Street Preachers.
Catching.
Don't drink, don't smoke.
What do you do?
It's him, innit? Goody Two Shoes. Subtle innuendos follow.
There must be something inside.
Yeah, it's him. Goody Two Shoes. I need your loving like I never needed love before.
Oh, Prince Charming.
I need your loving like I never needed love before.
Leapfrog the dog and brush me, daddy-o.
Is it the Corgis or someone?
No, it's the Spice Girls, two become one, and the next line was, wanna make love to you, baby. Which means at the end of that round, Sean's team have 13 points, which means Phil's team, you need 9 to win.
9.
And your 90 seconds starts now. Exodus.
Movement of young people.
Yep, Bob Marley and the Wailers. Did you miss me? Yeah, when I was away.
Did you hang my picture on your wall?
Yep, hello, I'm Matt again, Gary Glitter. Money don't get everything, it's true.
But what it don't get, I can't use.
Yep, Money the Beatles. I am the god of hellfire.
And I bring you
Fire. Crazy word of Alfred Brown, well done. Something called love. Something called love.
Something called...
No,
Nick.
No,
Pass.
that's like hypnotising chickens. Iggy Pop, Lust for Life. Boom, boom, shake.
Shake the room.
Yep, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Boom, boom, boom. Let you hear say, way up.
Way
up. The Out There Brothers. Where do you go to, my lovely?
When you're alone in your...
Yeah, Peter's asked it. I'm a creep.
I'm a weirdo.
Radiohead. I'm trying to wash the taste away.
Sorry?
I'm trying to wash the taste away. And I'll give you a clue, it's a Mark Almond song. It's Trying to Cry the Night Away, Contempt Mark Almond. Another Mark Almond one. You split me wide open.
Pass.
And spill all my beans, Contempt Mark Almond. Song Sung Blue, everybody knows one.
Song Sung Blue, everybody...
Grows one.
Yeah,
Every garden grows one.
It is Every Garden Grows One, Neil Diamond.
Biscuit.
Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why.
You had to hide away for so long.
Yep, hello, Mr. Blue Sky. Easer good, Easer good.
Ebenezer good.
Yep, Shaman. I called my congressman. There you go. At the end of that round, Sean's team have 13 points, but this week's winners are Phil's team with 16. So, thanks to Phil, Adam and Crispin. Not quite so many thanks to Sean, Joe and John. You've been watching Never Mind the Buzzcocks.
Till next time, thank you.
I've been Mark Lamar. Good night.